They might even look at a Yasuo of their own. This would be a flex to top lane of Gallios. It seems unlikely, playing with a lot of options here. Hard to find multiple laners that dominate at win rates on that Galio as DEFT doesn't stop Arcane shifting in, even if it is a Draven Thresh lane. Kuz is top.
Yep, and Rascal, he's hit level 6. There's no level 6 for King, and this gank timing is phenomenal, and that's just Rascal doing all the work. Kuz comes on over, gets an assist somehow with a Prey Seeker, I believe.
An AP build gives more threat onto Draven. Again, he has such a strong front line that you do think if Draven gets 2 items, couple of cash-ins, there's always that chance that KT can make this happen in the late game, as right now.
Yep, Justice Punch comes in, Pawn has to ultimate. Does have that blue buff running, but not a lot of mana. His score goes down, and DEFT picks up the kill with the True Shot Barrage. Kuz goes underground and picks up the second one. The bait was beautiful, and Kingzone 3-0.
Some masterful baiting and some great path and go cash in to find some light at the end of the tunnel, because right now the mid game is looking so perilous for Kingzone.
It's ridiculous. DEFT has got a red buff that he picked up from the mid lane whilst staying in his lane. Tucson goes down. I mean, there's a lot of damage there, but the Grey Health is going to be eaten. Didn't need to activate at all. As you can see, DEFT going aggressive onto Gango. This could actually be a problem as Whirling Death does come down. This should be a trade as the exhaust comes in. Blast Auto is going to be enough there, but not worth it. It's the double kill and the big old cash in for Gango. You have to do this on complete vision of Kingzone, but BDD is going to have to watch his tower fall down because Shelly set up shop here and KT are going to have that.
I'm already kind of flexing, getting ready for game number 2 because King once again had very poor synergy with his lanes as no steal comes through there. If we get a reap 5k or less, there's always the chance that in Draven we trust is the story. And now they're posturing for a turret dive, but Tremor Sense does a lot in relieving pressure here for Rascal.
Yeah, Kuz actually with a lot of utility available as Tucson and DEFT going aggressive. Kuz gets a decent knock up into the backline, but he's most likely going to die. That slicing Maelstrom was huge as Snowflower goes down, but the Whirling Death is going to be utilized here as great devour there from Tucson, looking to spit Pond back out right into the middle of the team. The ultimate's gigantic as DEFT takes down Gango, gets himself over the wall. He's going to be absolutely fine as Kingin had the world end up, but he's still going to die in Kingzone. Just style on the team fight.
They were playing in fine margins. They wanted to be able to execute, but crucially they get a couple of fast kills on Draven. Feels like the next fight might be the game closer.
Yep, BDD actually just taking a lot of damage here as Spawn gets a cheeky Q off, and I don't think the Galio can actually engage. Kingin is looking to try and get in there, but immediately score. Is he going to go down? Is it going to be 500 kills here for DEFT? He's in the backline as Kingin's trying to take him down. Worldender is going to keep the Aatrox alive as in goes Rascal. The slicing Maelstrom is gigantic. Flashes forward. Gango's going to get stunned. The cannon grabs the first kill as Kuz grabs the second, and KT, they've got nothing left. Gango's trying to get a kill. He does almost pick one up. It's actually Kingin that steals that one away. And now DEFT looking for it. Snowflower, he was almost the right target as Gango, with the Whirling Death in the backline, picks up the Catfish. And DEFT is denied his 5th kill of the game and his 1000th of the...
So we're going to have to wait on that Kingzone execution. There's still a lineup that when it comes to execution we're still evaluating because they're coming together as a 5-man roster for the first time this year. They don't have around 9,000.
Yep. So down to about half health. That is a triple threat on the True Shot Barrage, and Pawn is just waiting to get his claw in there. Gango in trouble. Snowflower already incredibly low. All of the Mystic Shots are landing as in goes Pawn. He does find the ultimate onto Gango, but he has himself the Mercury's Treads. Okay, Snowflower is going to go down. It's a double kill for Pawn already as Kingin has found the backline. Hero's Entrance comes in as well. It's a decent double taunt, but Kuz gets the next one, and it's on to Gango. That's the bad news story is Kingin going down low. Tucson tries to get him. We're looking for the 1000th kill. Land it with a Q, DEFT. Come on, there it is. 1,000 kills for DEFT in the LCK.
Awesome milestone here for one of the gods of AD carry. The 9th player did 1,000 kills in the LCK. Low Park stands up and applauds. He is already one of our favorite sons. Now he's got another thing behind him. One of the greatest League of Legends AD carries there will ever be.
Yep, and that's, remember, with a lot of time spent over in China as well. So this guy gets a hell of a lot of kills whenever he's here in the LCK.
And he was the EDG win condition for years.
Absolutely. He was the anti-Uzi.
If we add the LPL kills, his regular season kills will be much closer to 1,500, 1,600.
This goes down so incredibly quickly, as you can already see. Inhibitor goes without KT having any response. Just looks like they have no options here against Kingzone Dragon X. Death Sentence comes in, but DEFT is looking for it. These Mystic shots are really hurting. And another inhibitor is sure to follow. 2 and a W, and Snowflower's almost dead. They don't even need to dive in and use Cannon Ultimate. They're getting all the... They need to start a fight soon if they want to keep their Nexus alive, because there's only one turret between them and certain defeat. His score goes in. No GA available just yet. Puts everyone in the baby cage. Triple threat on the True Shot Barrage, and now KT. You have to go back to your fountain. This one is over. It's time to start looking at game number 2 as there's a slicing maelstrom. Some R buttons still need to be pressed, but the Nexus is inevitably going to go down. And Kingzone continue their clean run, 7-0 in the past 7 games. Another unique champion in that run for Rascal. And DEFT, either Lissandra or Akali. Yeah, that will be the choice. Rise. Yeah, heading towards the mid lane most likely. I guess Pon is a notable gangplank player of old, susceptible to these ganks. He does need to walk up a bit further. Shout out to Reddit user LW94, who had a career retrospective on the 1,000 kills as we go top lane. Yeah, there's the Flash Audacious charge. Rascal doesn't even eat oranges in time, but does eventually pick them up. The last poke going to come in, and Score will get first blood, top side of the map. We knew GP would be an endangered species, but pre-6 the first 2 minutes in the future. And a Rift Herald is on the offering on the top side, but now it's just going to be a red buff steal and probably just a red buff trade and just a straight up Drake win. The side of Kingzone. See Kingzone trying to back it up. Snowflower wants to spot them, doesn't have any vision down, but gets the information. Yep, Dark Binding is going to go wide. Snowflower not finding too much joy there as Tucson catches him, doesn't hit him, no. Oh my god, this damage, as there's the flash immediately from DEFT. Wants to keep himself out of the way as Cuz is in trouble. Kingin with the ultimate, has to flash to get out of there, does Cuz, but the ult is going to come through yet again. Kingzone underneath their turrets. We do have the cannon barrage that has gone down, but Cuz is already dead. And Kingin dealt with him. There we go, Circle of Frost is huge as Score picks up the Kogmaw. Is he going to have the passive for the kill? Looks like the answer's no. Snowflower right underneath the turret is getting the work done. The Frozen Thralls, and Shelly's going to go in there before the minions are even gone. Smart move from KT. It's good to see a proactive shot call even after losing game number 1, because it cannot be matched. It has to be an entire walkabout moment. It's actually on a flank. Yeah, knock-up is going to come down here as Kingin going to try and get himself away. There's BDD making his way forward. DEFT needs to find the right target. Good ult comes out of Tucson. His Score has to go into his stopwatch very early. Pon flashing on forward, gets the Rune Prison Zenit. He's going to go down. Kogmaw grabs his 3rd kill. Realm Warp to get Kingzone into the stragglers, and BDD is going to die to Rascal. Snowflower now in trouble. Kingin, it's 1 against 5 when it comes to the damage, as instantly DEFT cleanses out of the way. Kingin trying to get there, but DEFT gives him a cheeky auto to the face, and that is a 5-0. And Atlas, with so much parity in the compositions, the fight was so likely to be execution focused, and the execution on Kingzone was levels above what KT were able to serve up. Score actually heavily misplayed that the Vayne was able to do, and look at this Baron melt. The cannon barrage is there. Score's just not able to get into this pit. Cuz locks that one down. Snowflower's already basically dead just because they had to walk through the ultimate. The Crescent Sweep is going to wear off. That's a Prey Seeker that locks down the kill, and this could just be another ace. As you can see, Kingin just trying to desperately escape from this. A Juggernaut-esque play of Kogmaw being at the front. He doesn't even need the peel that usually Juggernaut requires. I can confirm that this certainly isn't a Juggernaut comp, but he might just be in the front line. Zen instead. DEFT picks up that kill all too easily, and KT, I think the only safe place you have is your fountain, and I'm not even sure that's safe because of the range of this pug. Kingzone walk up, that's a short cooldown. They can return to it very shortly. Yep, another Realm Warp comes down as DEFT gets into the Frozen Tomb, but he's still alive. He's trying to lifesteal his way back. He finally dies. 1,000 gold goes to Kingin as they have managed to take down the raid boss, but is there enough damage left over is the answer. As Kingin, he's once again just running for the hills. He wonders whether or not he's the only man on his team. They're trying so hard to extend the game. They're diving in first. Face first on a Kogmaw, it doesn't matter. Kingzone, too far ahead. Yep, that's 10,000 gold the lead. That is 2 inhibitors that have bitten the dust, and thankfully it's 25 minutes in, so the death timers aren't too long, forever trolling his own team. as the Ocean Drake is going to go down more as a formality here for Kingzone Dragon X, rather than anything
that is. He never seems to buy the other items that people prefer on champions. Akali with Black Cleave is a great example. He's gone Medjai's this game. Why not?
Yep, exactly right. Okay, Score looking to find his way in. Audacious Charge is going to land onto DEFT. Gets a nice knock up. Crescent Sweep is going to be in there, but look at the damage. Score is just straight up dead. He couldn't get enough work done. Tucson picks up the kill, and now DEFT takes the blast cone to get himself over. Zenit is free hitting. Tucson is going to go down. DEFT trying to get back in here, but they're not going to find it, and KT find themselves a great team fight. All of KT are going to move themselves away. Yep, Realm Warp is going to be... Oh my god, the damage! Okay, the Baron's dead, guys. It didn't start dead, but it almost looked like attacks as a Spirit Bomb. So I think that the analogy works out very, very well there, Papa Smithy. Snowflower going to get slowed down by the Winter's Bite. Cuz looking for it. BD finds the backline. Score as well. He's going to jump onto DEFT. He does go into his stopwatch here as the Crescent Sweep is going to wear off. DEFT survives for a long time, but eventually does fall down. But Pawn still alive, still doing the damage as Score is in trouble. Cuz now looking to find his way in, but Zenit is kiting this one out. He's looking for the pentakill. The Quadra does come in, and Cuz is going to deny it. Does have himself the Guardian Angel. He take a look.
GA would be the ultra defensive. Hurricane would give him the most ability to spread on-hit damage. So I think the Hurricane is necessary. They will lose it, Atlas.
Yep. Zenit now doesn't have Final Hour. That's going to be very important for this next one. Barrels getting dealt with, but as is this inhibitor. Score in trouble. BDD gets exhausted, has to ult himself. Kingin has found the backline. Audacious Charge from Score gets him in there as well as DEFT is able to limp away. Kingin trying to get on top of him, but it's Rascal that finishes it off. BDD in the backline. Pawn is just being ignored, and it's a double kill for the Gangplank. Kingzone, they've routed them, and DEFT is barely able to survive.
They needed a team fight like that. They needed execution because this game was oh so close. Can they end the game here? They TP back from Rascal.
Yeah, well, Zenit's now trying to do it. He's trying to be that one-man army. He goes into the GA. I just think that it's too little too late. Doesn't have enough buttons left, and DEFT is going to put him in the grave. This is going to be the Kingzone 2-0. KT made it interesting, but the Nexus will fall down for the 8th time in a row for Kingzone Dragon X.
And while Kingzone continue that clean win streak, they learn a story that your mom told you many moons ago. Don't play with your food. They played with their food, Atlas, and 0-3 Vayne suddenly became Headache Vayne.